cameras are left on for this whole week, and whatever goes live on air in all the hospitals and dorm rooms on campus.
And don't forget YouTube. We have tens of adoring fans tuning in live, and perhaps even decades in the future.
Well, that's optimistic. We're your hosts. I'm Ari.
And I'm VJ. And we've got a wall-to-wall episode for you tonight, featuring a cozy corner for David Bowie, some covers, a review of Megan 2, and taking our favorite artists to the Thanksgiving table.
All that and more, but first, roll the intro.
You're watching Austin Underground.
You're watching Austin Underground.
You're watching Austin Underground.
You're watching Austin Underground.
And you're watching Austin Underground.
You're watching Austin Underground.
And you're watching Austin Underground.
It's TSTV 24/7. Don't forget to donate the link in the bio or scan that QR code.
And now it's time for all that's new in the world of music news. First up tonight, Charli XCX graced primetime screens around the nation last weekend as she pulled double duty on SNL, both hosting and performing 2 hits off this year's Brat album. Among other things, Miss XCX gave her best Troye Sivan and Adele impressions, sang alongside Andy Samberg, and delivered quite a funny monologue. Today, I consider myself to be a triple threat, which in England means I sing, I drink, and I smoke. Charli's got some other acting gigs in the future, including a secret movie filmed this summer in Poland. What can that be? Only time and a crystal ball could tell.
It's also been a bad week for Drake, which means a good week for the rest of us. The alleged Canadian rapper posted to his Instagram account last weekend with a bet of more than $350,000 on the Mike Tyson-Jake Paul fight. He stood to win more than $1 million had Tyson won the fight, but alas, no cigar. The so-called Drake curse has plagued sports teams around the world, including football teams like Arsenal, Man City, Paris Saint-Germain, and FC Barcelona. Just last year, the rapper lost more than $250,000 on another UFC fight. But hey, if it keeps him out of the recording booth.
The return of the emo pop-punk group, which led to the creation of Twilight, My Chemical Romance. Fans have been excited to see the band for their upcoming reunion tour, highlighting the Black Parade album of 2006. But have fallen prey to another inside job by Live Nation and Ticketmaster, with some fans reporting hefty online fees, and that scalpers had quickly brought up most tickets, charging exuberant prices. Dynamic pricing and the many woes of online ticketing have only become more and more prevalent in recent years, with prices for big-name artists like Taylor Swift soaring thanks to gouging and monopolizing.
Tyler, the Creators Festival Camp Flognor, held its 10th annual carnival last weekend, with a bevy of the artist's close collaborators and friends attending and performing, including sets from SZA, Doechii, the Marias, and Kaytranada. Also reappearing from Limbo was Mr. Blood Orange himself, playing a select few new tracks live in person. Come on, release those for the rest of us, will you?
Madonna has been opening up her long attempt to self-write and produce her own biopic, sharing her frustrations about not being able to get the project off the ground after 4 years of pre-production. The singer put the question to her fans as to whether she should turn the movie into a multi-part limited series, exclaiming, "I do not have a normal life. I cannot make this in the normal way." You know, she's right. Actress Julia Garner was in talks to play the titular role, but with these new challenges, why not give someone with experience in the music biopic business a call? I'm sure Timothée Chalamet isn't too busy.
And finally, in further news of irrelevance, Morrissey has been up in arms about his new music, saying he's being prevented from releasing the album Bonfire of the Teenagers due to a war on free speech. As you know, nobody will release my music anymore, the singer said on stage last week. You cannot speak freely in England. Express an opinion, you'll be sent to prison. It's very, very difficult. The former Smiths frontman recorded the album with Capitol Records back in 2020, but withdrew from the label after making his support for the far-right and anti-Islamic For Britain party, which also soured his reputation with former bandmate Johnny Marr. Just this month, Morrissey had his Dallas show cut short after a stage invasion, so the singer remains controversial. What the heck. Let him speak his mind and go to prison, and maybe they'll ship him down under. I'm sure we'll have some fun with him then.
Well, that's the news, all of it that we're going to cover anyhow. Now, this year marks the 55th anniversary since David Bowie's self-titled debut album, released in 1967. Even though it was a commercial failure, it launched the star's career, not least with the song Space Oddity, one of his most famous.
And to celebrate, follow me now over to the Cozy Corner where Liv and I will be doing a deep dive into the man and myth himself.
Hi! So yeah, it's the 55th anniversary of David Bowie's second try at a debut record. So yeah, we can just talk about David Bowie. First, I'll ask what's your favorite David Bowie album that you've heard?
I like Young Americans, actually.
OMG. I think Young Americans and Diamond Dogs are actually kind of tied for favorite to me.
Yeah.
Young Americans is definitely one of my favorites. And I really like that tour.
I mean, Ziggy too, though. That's the classic.
I think it's just
Is that too mainstream?
Not that it's too mainstream, but just that it's oversaturated to me. I listen to it so much and so much and so much that now I'm just when I listen to it, I'm wow, this is really good. But I've heard it too many times. I have to go 3 years without listening to it or something for it to get back to how it was.
Well, what do you think of this debut then? Because he sounds very different.
Yeah, I like it. I'm never gonna immediately go put it on. If I'm gonna put on an album, it's probably something from Aladdin Sane onwards up until Heroes, the one of those albums. I pretty much never put on what's it called? The Man Who Sold the World.
That's a good song.
It's a good song, but the album,
Yeah.
the whole album, I like it. Black Country Rock is great. I just I'm never gonna go put it on pretty much. But I like that it's more folky.
Yeah, he sounds like a Neil Young kind of Bob Dylan thing.
Yeah.
But I like that you can get. He's still sort of singing about the same things. They're very high concept.
Yeah.
What's the Signet something?
Yeah.
Or the Letter to Hermione.
Yeah.
Those are really good songs. They're
I like
very
that one.
not what you think of with David Bowie though.
Wait, what do you mean? Because they're folky?
Yeah, they kind of sound. They reminded me of a Belle and Sebastian kind of thing.
Yeah.
They're British folk.
It makes sense though, I guess, because it was still late 60s. And that was still I feel with Ziggy it was him going and kind of doing something that in my opinion no one else was doing at the time, just with the music. I don't think anyone was making music that sounded like the rise and fall of Ziggy Stardust, really. Especially not Aladdin Sane. With the piano in that album and everything, the way he combines rock music with that, I think is super unique.
And he had this way of building characters around himself and the music that was so special.
Ziggy is definitely my favorite character. I'll say that. Not my favorite album, but my favorite character more than White Duke or Halloween Jack or whatever. Yeah. But I do love The Man Who Fell to Earth. Is that what it's called?
That's the movie that he did, isn't it?
Yeah, and that's his Young American Simon Dogg's slick back orange hair era, which he looks great. I love that era.
I liked him in Zoolander actually.
Oh, I forgot he was in that.
Yeah.
That's a good movie.
I like
honestly,
when he's just doing random things.
He did a lot of movies and shows. He did SpongeBob.
Did he? He played himself in SpongeBob, didn't he?
Yeah, he did a bunch of silly cartoons and stuff. I feel one thing I noticed that I'd never noticed before is that from his debut, for the next 8 years, he released one record per year, which is so crazy. He was just in the studio, but then later when he started releasing stuff less, I think he did a lot more TV and movies and stuff.
And he became a real artist about it too. He was recording and he was performing, but he was he became larger than himself. I think that started with Ziggy too.
Yeah. What do you think about his later tours that were super theatrical, you know, like the Isolar one, like the station to station tour where he has like the skull and it's like Hamlet and stuff.
I'm not familiar with those.
Oh,
ones.
I
gotta
don't love
research
them.
that. Okay,
but I love everything else.
yeah.
Quick wrap up. My favorite song, Fascination.
Yeah.
My favorite album, Diamond Dogs / Young Americans.
Yeah.
My favorite performance, probably like Boys Keep Swinging music video. What about you? Favorite song?
Favorite song?
You just have to pick one.
I don't know.
Okay,
Space
that's fair
Oddity is
also.
beautiful. That's such a good song, though. Oh,
That's
Ashes
so
to
true.
Ashes. Ashes to Ashes. Favorite
Ashes
performance?
I like better than Space Oddity, yeah.
Honestly, I haven't seen that many of his live ones.
Really?
But that Cher video is really
Oh,
good.
wait, I take it back. That's my favorite performance because
the
I know
medley they did.
all the words to
Yeah.
the medley. Yeah.
Did he have a show? Cher had a show. I feel like
I
Bowie
don't
could
think
have
he had
one.
a show, but he should have.
Yeah. Well, they should make that. They should give him a show.
Yeah, they really should. Since they want to release all his music every single year. Okay, that's our David Bowie 50th
Bowie.
anniversary.
Viewers, just like Major Tom, take your protein pills and put your helmet on. Check ignition and may God's love be with you, because we'll be back after this break.
There's also not a break, but we're just going to plug it again. So just scan the QR code or go to the link in the bio. Do you want to talk about why we love TSTV so much?
Why I love TSTV so much? Because TSTV is my home. Austin Underground is my home, and you guys should donate to a good cause, which is me being happy here.
Well, I think that's the commit. Ari, do you know what I miss most about the 2010s?
What?
Remember how every huge pop song would have a rap feature in the middle of it?
All right, they don't do that much anymore, do they?
No. Actually, 2024 was the first year in almost a decade to not have a top 20 pop track have a rap verse in it.
But the question is, which verse is the best? To answer that, we've brought in Liv, Christian, Emerson, and Molly to play a little game of verse versus verse. What a mouthful. Verse versus verse.
Hello, hello, hello.
Your favorite verses? Here to talk about verses.
Who told you to say that?
Nobody did.
Okay. Today we have 8 featured verses, because also I feel like there's not enough featured verses anymore in pop songs. But anyway, 8 featured
There was a
verses.
second where every single song had
Yeah.
a feature
Yeah.
verse.
Let's bring
And I
that
kind of lived
back.
for that.
This is what this is
No,
about.
but some
Bring
were
that-
garb. Don't play.
True.
You have to have just a wide variety to know which ones are going to stand out.
For sure, for sure.
So we have 8. We have Stargirl featuring Lana, Kiss Me More featuring SZA, Beauty and a Beat featuring Nikki, Sunday Service featuring Meg, Everything is Romantic featuring Caroline Polachek, Tyrant featuring Georgia Smith, Sunday Service featuring Flo Milli, and Baby featuring Ludacris.
Let's preface this by saying that we didn't put Nicki Minaj's verse on Monster because we all knew it would just
It would
already
dominate.
Yeah, it would just
dominate.
win.
I don't
And
even
'cause
count
we
that
don't
as a
even wanna
verse. I
mention
count that as
Kanye's-
like
That's a
her
Nicki
whole song.
song.
that's
Yeah.
the main chorus.
And I couldn't even listen to it because I don't want to listen to a Kanye West song.
Well, there you go.
That's true.
Okay.
No, but it is. The
But I
best
do enjoy
verse.
Yeah.
Kanye West.
Okay,
Where should we
Dawn.
start?
let's start with Stargirl and Kiss Me More.
Stargirl is like solidified in history as one of the best like 2-minute songs, I think, to me.
I didn't know that Lana had a feature in this.
My cat.
do you know?
My back arched like a cat. My
Position couldn't stop me from hitting.
Have
Well,
you
there you
heard
go.
this?
And shouldn't cry.
How do you
but
guys
I
not know
love
this?
Is it
you.
the original or?
No, it's like it's
Yeah,
on Starboy. It's like his interlude, and
Stargirl.
she takes over it.
She's
That's kind
Stargirl
of beautiful.
really-
It is.
And I
And
love
it's a beautiful song.
It is actually.
It's a really.
Okay,
I
what
love
about-
it. I love a 2-minute song because then you
What
can just
about
loop
Yeah.
it
Kiss
over
Me
and
More
over and over and
featuring
over.
SZA changed.
This
This
changed
was
my
really good for the
life.
culture.
Yeah.
At the time, it changed my
I-
life.
Yeah.
I mean, I've never heard this one, so I can't really compare. But I would say.
Well,
this
we're
one.
saying
God.
half of the table doesn't know the first one, and we're all saying that that one changed our lives. So I think there's a clear.
Well,
I completely disagree, but I'm outnumbered here, obviously.
okay,
so-
What do you
I
say,
put
Belle?
that one on the chart, and I have to fully say that Stargirl is a better pick. Like
Yeah.
I said
Oh,
that, like
wow.
I
It
was just
is.
like it's kind of beautiful, and it sucks in a way just because I don't know about y'all, but The Weeknd is not my man.
Exactly.
You know?
But he knows how to He knows how to produce a good song.
He does.
Well, I will say this is big for the culture, but it's my least favorite song on Planet Her, probably.
There we go.
There you go.
Move Stargirl up.
All right, that feels good.
Oh, In Her Eyes featuring Doja Cat. The Weeknd also.
I don't know that one.
Oh, that song is actually so good.
Yeah, I'll tell you.
What do we
I feel like this next bracket is very, very challenging because it is a classic in early 2000s culture or a new classic. Like,
I
it just hit the
cannot
streets
pick.
and it is literally, like,
Beauty
this
and the
one
Beast
hurts.
featuring Nicki, iconic. The footage of the pool
Yeah, the
video.
pool.
But Sunday Service featuring Megan Thee Stallion,
You know it is.
The most loved,
the most anticipated, the one you
your man
wish.
wishes he dated.
Yes, he did.
Anyway,
It's hard. That one, this one's actually really. I
Sunday
hate that we
Service,
put
however,
these
is
together.
not. It hasn't been around the block enough times to determine that whether it's a classic.
Oh,
And I think
I don't think you've been around the block in
It's
my
been around
car.
our
It's been around our
went
block.
by
Because
them
it's
in my
around y'all
bedroom.
block.
girls must be trying to save the planet, recycling all my old men.
That's actually
Yes.
a good line.
Trend you think you're setting? I had on.
I think
my
Nicki
old
Minaj and
picture.
Justin Bieber at 12 years old.
Don't know why she's so nervous.
Why was Nicki also like 25?
That's what I'm saying. Justin.
Justin
That's just
Bieber.
funny. That's like so funny.
10 little letters on a big sign.
Let's move up Sunday Service.
No, but also we have Sunday Service Flo Milli. So if we want to
so
spread
we
the
have to-
board.
what?
Oh,
just
wait,
Sunday
I'm
Service
sorry.
Flo Milli. Yeah,
Flo
hold
Milli.
on.
Okay, I'm
Okay, so
sorry.
then let's.
Wait, you think that one's better than the Meg?
We're getting ahead of ourselves.
Okay,
Yeah.
sorry.
The most loved, the most hated, the highest anticipated.
But Flo Milli did say,
Snow.
"Little chocolate, I'm his favorite treat."
Flo Milli, people don't talk about Flo Milli as
Yeah,
much as
we
they
should- I
should
think we
be.
should talk about
Flo
Flo
Milli is literally like,
All right, Beauty and the
Meg,
Beast.
if you're watching this, like, just know that I'm for you. But
Yeah, me too.
H-Town Hotties.
I just
I'm-
gotta say
I'm
this
for
one's
her.
just classic. She's just classic.
classic, though.
We need more. Well, there are like really good Meg features, but like also as well that
I don't know Baby featuring.
Also, it'd be really
you
really
don't know the song
weird.
Baby by Justin Bieber?
featuring.
Oh!
When I was 13, I had my first love.
Okay, it's like
I'm giving this to Sunday Service.
Yeah,
featuring
me
Flo
too.
Milli, though.
What? Okay, but I agree, but you guys have to give Baby more
give it to
respect.
I
I feel like people. No. For the
It's the
culture, yeah,
argument.
I think it's Baby.
It was huge.
It was huge.
No,
it
the
was huge.
song
got
was
me
huge, but
going
his feature.
crazy.
His feature is
liked
not.
his feature.
His feature is not as good as like the rest of the song. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Really?
What? That's
Like
what
that
that
breakdown?
elevates the song.
Okay,
I think it does, but I just
She
don't
wakes
want
me
that
up
to win.
daily. Don't need no Starbucks.
I love Flo Milli's verse on Sunday Service, but Megan's is much better. Like when Megan's comes on, I'm like, oh, the song has.
Then
really
we gotta
started.
put it on. Then I guess you're right. We have to judge it by equal metrics.
But I guess I'm not comparing these two.
Well, I feel
apples to
like Baby with Ludacris, like there are some lyrics in it that it's like, he's like a grown ass
Yeah.
40-year-old
Man,
man being
talking
like,
about-
I can't wait to see her on the playground.
Yeah.
It's like, what the
Okay, so should we give Flo Milli?
What the what?
what the what?
That's how you
I gotta.
I did say that.
What is going on in this department?
Okay.
And it's one of my favorite Flo Milli
Everything is
verses.
romantic featuring. Why'd you,
It just, it's
why did
so
y'all
good.
put?
'cause
Why'd y'all put her
romantic.
against my girl?
she makes it her song. Like that.
She truly does.
She truly makes it her song, and Free Bleeding in the Autumn Rain, like.
She makes it her song, but it's not better than the original. In my
But we're not
Well-
we're not asking if it's better than the original. We're saying
We're
if it's
comparing
better
it
than
Georgia
But every
Smith's
time
verse.
you listen to it, don't you just think about the original, which is the best song on Brat?
But I think that's what I like because it is similar enough to the original one, which a lot of the other songs on Brat aren't. And
Have
but
a
it it like adds something different. You're not
It
just like
does. It's
recycling.
Belle, did you have something you wanted to say?
I was just
They'll just
thinking.
raise their hands.
Sorry. I was just like, I was thinking about the best feature, and I was like, I didn't put it on here, but the "Don't Call Me Angel" crossover should have been there because I realized that I put Tyrant. I put Tyrant featuring Georgia Smith just because I believe Georgia Smith's verse is better than Daniel Caesar's on that song.
I've never heard this.
Are you talking about
Tyrant
Don't
by-
Call Me Angel?
before.
No, I'm talking about it now, but I'm all like, Tyrant is the song by Kali Uchis. Caliucci's.
I
And
have ample time to prepare. I didn't get to listen to her.
oh, okay.
But I take your word
I think
for it.
Christian's
Now that-
right because
yeah.
it's like if it reminds you of a song that you also really really like and you can play that next.
It reminds
Like,
me of a feeling too.
yeah,
It's just like emotional.
Yeah.
it is the essence.
I get so emotional, baby.
I say that.
I want to talk to you more about like
The Don't Call Me
Don't Call Me Angels. Are you talking about the one with
Yes, with
Lana Del Rey?
Lana Del Rey, Ariana Grande.
they all okay. The other two were bad. Lana Del Rey, like, really.
Yeah.
Oh my god, she's
What's
so
her
good at doing a verse.
Why are we talking?
She's so good at doing a verse.
Okay. But
I'm
now
sorry.
we've got this.
Beauty and a Beat versus Stargirl.
I picked Stargirl, but that's been my top one song for the past 3 years. So
Oh,
I'm biased.
wow.
So
Yeah.
that's a major bias. Beauty.
I haven't heard Stargirl.
You just have to like. If
This is a difficult choice for
it wasn't
me.
popular, I'd
Yeah.
play it right now.
This is
Oh,
hard.
It's not fair.
This is.
I feel like when you
Well, let me
like
ask the audience.
my thing is like
Everybody vote.
Guys,
my
anyone
thing
have a
is.
vote?
Y'all know about Stargirl Interlude?
Yes, Stargirl too. Where's that?
Yes.
But what about Beauty and the Beat?
Okay.
So that's my thing. It's like it is so iconic.
enough.
Wait, no. Give it a sec. Give it a sec.
To the
Give it a sec. It is
mainstream.
so. It's
The reaction alone was giving Stargirl.
But this is versus.
Versus
Like, hear me out. But hear me out. This is versus v versus. This is like when you think of like featured verses, like the top.
Well, it's not about charts, but it's about like iconic.
Nikki
Okay,
does
so what are
dominate
so
in
what are
every context
what are
she's
we
in,
what are we
though.
grading it? What are we grading it on then? Are we?
Iconicness, like just inherent quality of the verse, and like staying power, I would say.
Well, then I would say that
Then
staying power.
Beauty and the Beat is
Yeah,
like
Beauty and the Beat
inherent
win.
quality.
almost
But inherent
20 years
quality,
old.
maybe
Quality is-
inherent
And, like,
quality. I would say
maybe-
Stargirl.
Maybe for the third one, I would say ability to integrate well into the song.
Okay. I do feel like Beauty and the Beat, Nikki's verse, I love it, but it feels like a different chunk. It feels like it goes into Nikki
Well-
and then kind of leaves Justin in the dust a little bit.
And also the video is just funny.
Yeah.
It's a really good video.
Okay, so I think on those categories, we'll give it to Lana.
Yes, because it's very much.
This is my underground agenda. Yeah.
Recount!
No, but you guys don't understand because like
I need
it
a
actually
recount.
is the song. Like you guys like
Yeah, if you guys heard this, yeah, let's
you
throw
would
votes one
know.
here.
Where's Woody L?
Service featuring Flo Milli versus Everything is Romantic featuring Caroline Polachek.
To me, this is very
Everything's
obvious.
everything's romantic.
Is that what you
That's not what I
I was
was
about to
And that's
say.
exactly what I'm
What did you?
Stop the steal.
Stop the
Are you
steal.
saying
Flo Millie.
Okay, it's
It's Flo Milli.
Stop the steal.
Okay, yeah, I can only have one.
All right. Well, this is actually very, very interesting because Sunday Service has been on repeat for Liv and I, and apparently you guys are the biggest
Stargirl.
Stargirl fans.
I'm not the biggest.
So-
I
I
just can
don't know
respect
Sunday
that
This
it's
is,
Service
I
like
feel
very
like this is
good.
50-50. This is really hard.
I'm in the same
Yeah.
position as you are about Stargirl for Sunday Service. I don't know that song.
But
Okay,
Liv,
the
but
Sunday
you guys already
Service-
like kind of like you guys lost your main hitter, the Meg. Like this is not your.
But my thing is like
She dropped out of the race.
If you had voted for the Meg verse,
No. But Liv also they would never be together because of the break. It was always gonna be Flo Milli versus.
It's kind of rigged that there was two Sunday Service
Well,
songs.
she
on
put
there.
on
She copied
Meg.
me.
She put on Meg, and I put on Flo Milli because she's
well,
my
the
favorite
whole song
chocolate
is
treat.
actually amazing.
Oh,
Whoa.
I
That's
just
what her lyric is.
okay,
Wait,
like.
Flo Milli
I wanna
is?
see what
Flo
that is.
Milli.
The thing is, like, I just want to give it to Flo Milli
You're my
because, like,
favorite
I love Flo Milli,
I
and
do
I
love
feel
Flo
like she
Milli.
doesn't get recognized
give it to Flo
nearly.
Milli?
I think we should give it to Flo Milli.
Yeah, because
that's
we
what I was
already
gonna say.
gave
I
Lana her
love-
flowers.
Flo Milli.
Flo Milli.
And this really puts the underground in Austin underground.
Yeah.
Yeah, Flo Milli's really underground.
No, she's not super underground, but she doesn't get her flowers enough. She doesn't get her
We love
flowers.
you, Flo Milli.
Thank you, Beyonce.
Marry me.
Thank you so much for being featured.
I wish I had a ring.
Oh, the baby on Cry Baby.
Here you go.
Oh.
Yeah.
Here you go, Flo Milli. This one's for you, hun. Awesome. Everyone, check out these songs. Tell us.
Tell us whether Megan's verse is better or Flo Milli's. And back to the host.
Back to the host.
Well, there you have it. You know what I love more than a good feature?
What, two good features?
No, a great cover. I just love how an artist can take and reinterpret a song to make it their own.
Sure. Nirvana's Man Who Sold the World, Sinead O'Connor's Take On Nothing Compares to You, The Talking Heads' Take Me to the River, all of those are classics.
Well, and then I'm sure we'll both love this next panel with Belle, Callie, Christian, and Emerson coming in to discuss their favorite covers of all time.
Hi guys.
I was looking up my my notes.
We're going to talk about our favorite covers because I feel like covers do not get their flowers much like
Oh, yeah. And as much as you thought I wrote about Lana Del Rey in the last panel,
Udiel's here
you
too.
haven't seen. Oh,
Scooch on in.
sorry.
Udiel's here too because Udiel loves covers just as much as we do.
He just had to.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
We got a little tension on set, y'all.
Sorry.
Anyways.
So what are y'all's favorite covers? Like how many y'all got? What are they?
I came into this knowing that Lana Del Rey would dominate my opinion on covers because she has Blue Skies, which is a deep cut if you guys don't know that. She has Doing Time. You forgot even who the original singer-songwriter
Isn't it Sublime?
Sublime, I guess. I love Sublime. But she makes Doing Time her own song, and then she has Season of the Witch, a fall classic. She's got Country Roads, Take Me Home.
I didn't know she had a cover of that.
She did, and
Her American Classic album.
The American classics that never
American
came out is
Classic that
crazy.
never happened.
I fear I'm not tuned into Lana like that, guys. But
What?
one of the few on Austin Underground who's not tuned in. I love her, I don't know her that well.
I think she speaks to you. This is like a daughter that won't realize her relationship with her mother.
Oh. Does that speak to me? Like,
It's an
what,
intervention.
what do we mean by that,
She's
guys?
like, where's your...
Are you just gonna take that?
Court mandated Lana stream.
Honestly, you must listen to Lana.
Yeah.
Like, I love Lana. I started listening to Lana and I was not the demographic for her, but like now I'm like Lana,
Like, you're tuned in.
you know.
Right.
But
You
I'm
make
tuned in.
yourself the demographic.
Yeah, that's what you do. It's
Yeah.
truly, but I was gonna say, for my covers, I enjoy a bit of a scary cover, a bit of a spooky cover. So I'm gonna or like a scary version of a pop song. So like for like my number one at the moment is Only Girl in the World, the Shoo Shoo cover. So if you know anything about experimental rock group Shoo Shoo, you know they make like scary music.
Right.
Right?
Oh,
Like
yeah.
so like their cover of Only Girl in the World is like surprisingly intimidating and has lots of like strings. Like it's got like orchestrated parts and like heavy bass and like modulation, and it's like just creepy, but it's so good because it's still like a guy being like, want you to love me. Like kind of a hot
Do you know
guy.
who Frou Frou is?
Huh?
Frou Frou?
I do know Frou Frou.
Okay, that you saying Shoo Shoo reminded me of Frou Frou, but they have a cover of Holding Out for a Hero that was made for the Shrek 2 soundtrack.
Ooh.
Yeah, in the credits, they're like, doom, doom, da, da, da. It's like very spooky-ish, but I love that too.
Alright, so well, I have three that I want to talk about, but first and foremost, I want to give my flowers to where they're due. So I think the Joan Baez cover of Don't Think Twice, It's Alright by Bob Dylan literally like outsells the original. There's so many covers of that song, but literally hers is the best. That song was meant to be sung by a woman. I'm so sorry. Like, sorry, Bob Dylan. Like, I know Timothy Chalamet's playing you, and everyone's gonna be like, girl, I love you so much. But like,
give a flip?
but like, trust, like, she outsold. But anyways, moving on from that one. Okay, Landslide by Fleetwood Mac. We love it. It's great. But the Smashing Pumpkins cover.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say.
Oh.
I'm sorry. I think it's good. I think it's good. Oh, yeah.
I think you meant to say the Chicks.
Like, well.
I think you stuttered when
cover?
you said the Chicks.
Oh, okay. No. Like,
The
yeah.
Chicks? Yeah.
Yeah, I think.
I completely renamed the Chicks.
Yeah.
Anyways, my last one, we gotta go with the classic. Literally everyone was listening to it on TikTok and stuff, but guys, trust I knew it before then. Anyways, the Please Let Me Get What I Want cover by Deftones.
Oh.
I think it's a great time.
It's pretty good, yeah.
I think it's a great time. I love when, kind of like what you were saying about Shoo Shoo, I love when a band changes up the song, like the sound of like the original song. I think it's a great time. And
Gratin.
I brought to, yeah. I realized I didn't say all my covers at once then. I thought it was going to be like a conversational type element.
Yeah, no, I guess.
But,
No, I'm interjecting.
but if we're going to name all of them at once, then I will just name all mine at once because I named one, but I got more. We got How Deep Is Your Love, the Mitski cover.
Oh.
Okay, it goes off. it's only played in live concerts like between the years of 2014 and 2016. Absolutely insane cover, my personal favorite.
So good.
Also, we got the Loveful cover by Japanese Breakfast. Also,
I have a Japanese Breakfast cover.
yeah, do you have the Tears for Fears?
No, I
song?
have Nobody Sees Me Like You Do.
Oh yeah, that
Japanese
is.
cover of
I love that
Yoko Ono's
one.
song about, oh my gosh, so much more on Yoko Ono to come. I know I'm gonna hear a lot of incels in the crowd sigh right now, but I
don't think anybody's
I'm
your friend.
I'm a
Wadding.
Yoko Ono defender till I die. That song was so good, and Japanese Breakfast made it something so much more passionate.
I love that
and
cover, too.
meaningful And gorgeous.
I'm a fan of that cover as well. Do you guys? But also Fiona Apple Across the Universe.
Oh.
Literally one of my
Who are the
favorites
Beatles?
ever. I can't believe I didn't actually mention that. I love that
I
cover.
figured I did not come half as prepared, but I did come for one reason. First of all, Arca's cover of Hips Don't Lie.
Okay.
You know that.
Okay.
I'm not tuned in.
Arca.
Arca's
no,
cover of Hips Don't
who's
Lie,
not
Shakira, amazing. She like changed the whole song up. Shakira retweeted it back in 2015. Arca didn't even have a debut album out yet. Shakira was eating that up. What's
Where
it
is
called?
this?
SoundCloud.
It's like
These are deep cuts.
Also,
a deep
speaking
cut, I
of,
love a
I've been
deep
in a very big Jane Remover phase. Jane Remover's cover of Ethel Cain's Dust Bowl, amazing. And then speaking of Ethel Cain's cover of Bette Davis' Eyes that she sings every single concert. It's so much. She always sings it right
did
back
the
to back.
original Bette Davis eyes? Because I have like 3 covers of
That's
Bette
when you know a
Davis
cover's good.
eyes.
That's how you know, like when it replaced the original. How Deep Is Your Love? FK Twigs' cover of that really good. I want to know. I want to
Everyone
say
loves doing How Deep Is Your Love.
Yeah, like Loki is really good. And
Because
then,
it's an interesting song.
Sorry, I'm just gonna rapid fire here too. What's it called? Arctic Monkeys cover of Just Hold On, We're Going Home. Drake.
Oh,
What? They
also
did a
have
Drake cover?
Oh, they have a really good cover of Baby I'm Yours.
Oh,
yeah.
yes.
That's the original to me, personally.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh, I didn't say Dear Prudence by Susie and the Banshees, but it's also quite good.
Do you guys listen to Moon River Frank Ocean cover?
Yes.
That is
Oh my god.
so good.
Literally life changing. It was literally one of the first Frank Ocean songs I
Me
ever
too,
heard.
yeah.
Actually,
That
yes.
was like my first Frank Ocean song, and it wasn't even his, but it's so him too. And
Oh
like,
yes, like you could tell me that he wrote it, and I would believe you.
yeah. To me, in my mind, it was like for the Moonlight soundtrack. If in some other universe, like that was, I don't know. I saw an edit of that, but that whole era was so good and so like. There's just so much color in that song too.
Yeah, oh, it's beautiful in just every way imaginable. Like I just, if you're not tuned in, guys, like trust, it'll change your life. Like,
Moon River is a good song too. Like
yes.
so many people have covered it, and it's just always gonna be good.
There was that like odd period between like the 60s and like there was that odd period in the 60s where they were just not writing new songs.
No, so
where like
everyone was doing covers.
there's like 3 covers of The Hunter Who Gets Captured by the Game. Like Grace Jones has a
Elvis?
cover.
Elvis
Blondie
Presley's
has a
discography
cover.
of the whole discography of
It's like
songs
has been
is
covered.
covers.
How do you guys feel about different language covers? Because I've got quite a few.
Ooh.
Les Nubians, this French Afro beat group, they have a cover of Sweetest Taboo by Sade in complete French, and it's actually beautiful.
Okay.
And then there's that Spanish cover of There's a Light That Never Goes Out, and it's called like,
Classic,
it's
yes.
beautiful. Esta luz nunca se, I'm not saying
You're
this.
streaming it right now.
Yeah, it's quite good.
good.
But like, I love an alternate language cover. How do you guys feel about those?
Oh, I
I
love
like that too. Yeah.
I feel
a
like
lot.
I've never encountered one. Like,
Really?
I feel left out.
There's-
I want to know because you know.
Some
switching up the
artists
lyrics to
even
match
do
is
like different language covers of their own songs. Like B Sweet has a Korean version.
Right.
Wow, amazing.
Yeah, and
makes sense.
there's one like really iconic one off the top of my head that I cannot think of for the life of me. But like,
Brooklyn Baby, Claro's cover of that. Brooklyn Baby by Lana Del Rey. That I didn't know that was out until like recently.
Well, like Spotify singles, is it one of
Yeah,
those?
Spotify singles.
Spotify singles. Ooh, I love
Speaking
it.
of Spotify singles, Ethel Cain's "Every Time" by Britney Spears was yes. You heard it.
Okay, yeah, I'm on Spotify singles.
I don't even have
ooh,
Spotify.
Spotify
I'm
singles,
still tuning in.
Phoebe Bridgers, Friday I'm in Love.
Spotify singles is spoiling us.
You're not tuned in?
Oh, Coyote, my little brother, Spotify singles Mitski.
Ooh.
Phoebe Bridgers, Nothing Else Matters.
Yes. Yes.
Like a version, Kali Uchis Venus as a
Oh
Boy.
my god, Venus is
Oh, this is a boy.
Like a
She's
version,
like the
guys.
only
Oh,
one
we're
to
at.
ever eat up a Venus as a boy.
What is it?
Any closing out?
Just like.
I just love covers.
Someone mentioned Claro. She just released like love songs, like a cover of that, and I think it's literally so beautiful, it's so fun.
I remember when she did My Funny Valentine cover like on
Yes.
YouTube a million years ago. Yeah, but you guys, we love covers. You guys should listen to everything that we said. We said a lot because we're just so passionate about this subject. More songs should not. Let's stop making new music. How about that?
Let's just take a break.
Let's just take a
Learn
break.
about copyright laws so that you can make a cover of something.
Of course. And with that, we'll send you back to the host.
I'm glad we got that covered.
I see what you did there. Very sneaky.
Well, we'll be back after this break, so don't think about
Covering?
changing that channel. I was trying to work something there, just couldn't.
They can't all be winners. Don't go anywhere.
We've got more to cover after this.
Hey, there we go.
I just started.
Hi guys.
Hey, I'm back again. I live here.
So today we're gonna be ranking and not ranking, but
Talking
reviewing and talking.
Trying to convince Christian to understand.
Yeah, I guess after the last 2 panels I've been on, it sort of seems like I don't like Megan Thee Stallion. I love her so much.
No, we love her though.
Thank you, Megan.
We love her. Seeing her in concert was probably the best thing ever.
You're welcome for that ticket.
Thank you. It was probably like the best thing ever though. We were in the nosebleeds.
Men out there, do that.
Oh!
But it was still so much fun.
This is the blueprint for true love, and it sparked through Megan Thee Stallion. So why don't we?
Girl, no.
What? She has a lot of songs about love
I mean, yes.
in a certain way,
In a
in a fashion.
Okay, my question is,
Yeah, you're not convincing me very much.
do you like Megan the first album?
I thought it was alright. I think that there's like some good, kind of like trendy-ish songs on there.
Mm-hmm.
But I
TikTok
don't
songs.
like it as much as like her old sound, like on what's that Red album?
Something for the Hotties?
I think so.
That's my favorite Megan
yeah,
album.
that's because
Is that an album though?
It's
No.
technically like a mixtape.
yeah, something for the hotties.
It's my favorite Megan album. That has like,
That is my favorite. If we're
Just
counting as an album, it's my favorite
hit
album
after
by
hit.
a long shot.
but like when I look at her whole discography, like I love Something for the Hotties. I like it more than Traumazine. I like it more than Good News. I like it more than all her old stuff. Good News is great though. I love
Good News is so good.
I love every single song on Good News, to be honest.
I think that like Megan 2 was kind of unnecessary after, like, why don't you just keep it? Because Megan 1 was kind of like alright, and then you don't even, in my eyes, top of that.
See, I disagree. Cause like, okay, Something
I
for
feel
the
like
Hotties.
she brought it back. Like I love that she brought it back to like the Houston sound. Though.
Right.
I love that. Like
That's
she
what I was
hasn't
about to
been there.
say.
She hasn't been there in a while. Like with that kind of. I love that she had like Houston names,
That's exactly
Houston
what I was gonna
sound,
say.
Houston imaging in it. Like it was like
As
boom.
a Houston girl,
Yeah.
like Something for the Hotties is great, but I feel like it is like a departure from Megan's original sound in a way that I love. But it's like not super poppy or anything, but just like different.
Yeah.
Different in a great way. But then with Megan, she's rapping in like this deeper voice. She's doing more like rap instead of like rap chorus, rap verse, you know?
Yeah.
It's a lot more just rap heavy. And she's got like that Houston sound. She's got Glorilla in it. She's got like a lot of great features. But I will say Megan, like the first part, I don't like love every single song. Like there's some songs that are skips.
Do Megan and Megan 2 like connect to each other?
They clashed to
No.
me. They clashed
They
don't.
so heavy to
I
me.
will say they don't. Like
I
the
feel like-
first Megan I love for like her switching up her style. But then Megan 2 I love just for like the songs. Like I like Megan 2 much more, and it's a very different sound than Megan.
I feel like Megan 1 is.
Which that's a fair point. Like I
Yeah.
wish they were cohesive.
Yeah, and that's why like my main, I guess, like beef with this is that it felt rushed and it came too early off of like Megan, like just kind of like soak in that, let that sit for a minute.
That's fair.
That is
but
fair.
I think the reason that she wanted it to come out like so soon is because these features and stuff were very in trend, and that's what I don't like about I
like
guess,
the
what's
Flo
going on.
Milli and the Twice.
Yeah, I think adding Flo Milli in there is good. I love Flo Milli, but it's just like there's this whole talk I don't know, she's like playing up a character of a sort that's trending right now on like TikTok and stuff like that with like these little sound bites and kind of riding that wave instead of actually like I love my favorite songs on that album are the ones that are reflective and like passionate, like how she was with anxiety, like what's Hiss and Cobra, like they're so meaningful and like.
But that's why I like Megan too, because I feel like it does.
She's like
bring
reflecting
it
on her Texas
back
roots.
a little bit. Like when you listen to like her earlier stuff, like it's like I feel like Megan 2 it sounds like
it's
Houston.
more like her early music.
You know what I mean?
than
Which
Megan
so my thing is like my strife is with like I feel like she should have released
Megan 2.
I feel like Megan 1 is TikTok songs. Like I see that for sure. But I feel like Megan 2 is like bringing back that sound. So I wish maybe they were separated a little bit.
But I don't think that Megan 1 is TikTok songs. I think it's very rap heavy.
I don't.
And less poppy.
No, I
think
I completely disagree with you on that because
Really?
right now I'm thinking of what is it, Mamushi?
Well, that yeah.
Like
one.
that.
Okay.
being
But that's
like,
one.
Yeah, but I don't know. I guess I haven't listened to it fully enough. But
I feel like Megan 1 and Megan 2, the only way that they're connected is that it shows the two different sides of Megan, the Houston Megan and the Japanese Megan. And I think that is like that creates that is in Megan, you know what I mean? And we need to acknowledge both of those Megs, you know?
I just really love like the first like
her duality.
four songs.
Duality of Meg.
That's funny.
Duality Meg.
The first 4 songs on Meg 2 to me are like some of her best. Like Bigger in Texas.
That
I
was really
immediately
good.
huh?
Yeah.
That's really good.
Yeah. And then Bourbon, Number One Rule, and Rocksteady. I just love it.
I love Rocksteady.
So good.
And what's the other one with the G6?
Oh,
sample?
that one's amazing. That's like
I
a
love that
freak.
one. I listened to that like several times today, actually.
I feel like I'm listening to more songs repetitively on Meg 2.
Oh yeah, Meg 1 I haven't been coming back to as
I
often.
think it's because you're right. I think it's like kind of disconnected, especially coming off of the tail of Hiss. Oh,
Yeah.
and
After,
yeah.
it was a little like releasing the best song as the single for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah.
I mean, Cobra, like the music video
Or
for
Cobra
that.
as
What
well.
I think if it had all been like sort of what Cobra was and that kind of messaging behind it, it would have been amazing.
Yeah.
But no.
Should we end off with a quote?
Sure. What's the quote?
We'll quote Number One Rule, where Megan says, "When your stomach flat and your booty big, you can stay out all night long because you ain't got no kids." And I feel that.
Tina Snow for the blank they don't know.
So yeah, I think we all kind of agree that everyone
That we
should
love
listen
Meg.
to Meg 2.
Yeah.
Everyone go check out Meg 2. We love Megan so
Everyone
much.
should go check out something for the hottie.
Everyone should check out. Well, there you go.
Be a hottie.
Be a hottie. Be an H-Town hottie. And we love you, Meg. Bye.
Our last panel tonight is a festive one. When you're sitting down with your turkey and mash and all the good old American staples of Thanksgiving next week, spare a thought for the poor musicians and pop stars who are still out on the road.
To make up for their loneliness, we're inviting some of them to our table, along with some specially chosen dishes just for them. Follow me around to the panel with Emerson, Isaac, and Callie to find out who we're bringing home to the family. Hey. Okay, today. Oh, Scooch.
Oh yeah.
Wait.
I think you see guys. I'll check the monitor.
Okay.
All right, homies, we're back again to see what musicians would we take to Thanksgiving and what we think they would bring. Okay.
Would you like to start?
Yeah, you should start.
I think you guys should start.
Okay. Okay, I can start, guys. So this one, I'm already gonna assume it's not gonna fit the vibe, but like, I just need to nerd out a little bit. So my first pick for who I'm bringing to Thanksgiving dinner is Surge from System of a Down. And so I don't know if any of y'all are tuned into System of a Down.
No.
Okay, so like way more like heavy like metal band and stuff, and so like their vibe. Also, a lot of their songs are more like political and like heavy hitting, like quite serious.
Oh, that didn't.
But despite that, and like lots of screaming and just very loud, aggressive songs. But the lead singer of the band, Serge, like Loki, he's a sweetheart, and he's just so smart and like this. When you watch him in interviews and stuff, like he's just so intellectual, and he has just a way of speaking that like makes you want to listen to him. And I think he would be a wonderful addition to the Thanksgiving table. And so, with all that being said, despite the type of music that he makes, I think Serge would be the type to bring like a nice, like refreshing pie, like maybe like a lemon meringue or something. And so that's my first pick. So.
Hey, I'm about to be real annoying and basic because you probably know who I'm bringing. I'm bringing Lanita or Lana Del Rey. And you know what is even more annoying is what I'm about to say she's bringing. My sister every year during Thanksgiving makes this like cherry pie, and it's kind of like a cream cheese base type of thing, and then there's cherries on the top. So that is what she's bringing. It is very sweet, to reference Sweet by Lana Del Rey on Did You Know There's a Tunnel Under Ocean Boulevard?
I should have went out from here.
Did you know? Yeah, so that is what Lana Del Rey is bringing, and that is my guess.
Yeah, it's actually kind of crazy.
They hate her.
They really do. Don't get me started.
See, I had to start with a new pick, someone who's fairly new in the scene, Addison Rae. She's actually so sweet. Like, I watched the VMAs just for her, and she was actually like such a, like, the interviews and stuff, she's so kind. She's so happy. She's so full of joy. And I just think she'd bring a very great vibe to the table. And what would she bring? I fear, I didn't think about that. But we're gonna say something. She's gonna bring some drinks. She's gonna bring some Diet Pepsi. I don't know.
Send her home if she's bringing Diet Pepsi.
Low-key, she brings some like pumpkin bread, because pumpkin bread's good. Like, and I know she make good.
With chocolate chips in it?
Yes.
What is it? I've got a guest. I have not seen Piece by Piece quite yet, but I'm saying Pharrell Williams. Pharrell Williams is carrying this meal because I fully believe that Pharrell Williams would bring the turkey.
Okay, I believe that.
We have all dessert.
He's like producing like he was producing everybody's song in like the 2000s. You guys,
you know the 4 beats.
Yeah, no, he's bringing like everything. He's my man, even though he's not my man. He is 6 years. He's like 50. But anyway, I think that he's not 60, guys. But I believe that he would be carrying the meals while some of y'all pop girlies and Serge, I guess.
And Serge, I guess.
Sweet treats for everybody.
I think Serge Gainsbourg. Every time you say Serge, I'm like, what?
Oh no. Okay, but I do have a second pick, and this one is kind of more in line with some of the other picks here. It's gonna be Miss Faye Webster. She's so like just chill and mellow. Like she would just bring like a very calming energy to the Thanksgiving table, I think. And I like when I thought of Faye Webster, like for whatever reason, the food that she was gonna bring like instantly popped in my mind, and I really don't have an explanation for that other than like it just makes sense. But I think she would bring some like crazy ass green beans. Like they would be like well seasoned, like they'd be good. No, she's from Atlanta. Like she knows. Like guys, she knows. Like anyways.
What does she know? Oh,
no, girl. I know you. She knows. Y'all, that's a song by her.
I don't know why, like my mind just completely blanked. I'm like, where am I? Okay, I didn't think of a second one. I didn't know we had more than one.
Oh my God, I just got here.
But I've been listening to a lot of DJ Paul and Lord Infamous recently. I love them. And I thought of DJ Paul, and I feel like he would bring like cornbread.
Okay.
That was my thought.
Okay.
That's all I've got.
I also don't have a second one, but now that I'm thinking like who would stir up something good, I'm thinking, so you know that video of Madonna? Sorry, because we were just talking about her earlier. Because what's it called? The video when Camila Cabello won some award, and she was like, y'all hella wrong for that. Because they gave it to Camila Cabello. Yeah, I feel like she's kind of funny, and of course like Madonna's always been like a very outspoken woman, so I feel like she'd be a really fun person to have at the table. Now what food she'll bring? I don't know. What do you think she'll make? She makes something a little obscure. Some candy. Some hard candy?
Some hard
candy.
She
Sure.
carry it in her pocket.
Like pink hard candy.
She brings her vibes.
Because she's old.
I feel like she would.
Like when the first Thanksgiving in Madonna was at the first Thanksgiving.
Sorry,
actually.
Madonna.
She pulled her own taffy. Like
Yeah, oh my gosh. Yeah.
It's not just this old.
For whenever you said her, I was like,
for whatever reason, like I feel like Madonna's not bringing anything.
Yeah,
she's bringing
like,
herself.
She doesn't really need to.
No, she's bringing herself to Thanksgiving dinner.
I
What
agree,
is it?
I agree.
Speaking of that, what's you guys' least favorite Thanksgiving dish? Okay. Oh, let me know. I just spoke.
Okay. I'm trying to think. I'm honestly like not tuned into like cranberry sauce or anything like that. It's just not for me, y'all. Like it's not for me. Same thing goes for like sweet potatoes.
Okay, now before we get into y'all's least favorite, I just think of your least favorite thing and imagine that Katy Perry is bringing it.
I actually had a joke. I was gonna say Kim Petras, but I couldn't think of a bad dish. Not that there's anything wrong with Kim Petras.
I don't like Katy Perry is bringing that irrelevant dish that you didn't want, and maybe she's a relative who you do like somewhat because you know she had some bangers back in the day, but she's just so irrelevant in Floptina. That's what she is. What's it called? Which is really unfortunate. But she's bringing something that you don't like, but you're gonna eat it anyway, and you're gonna smile in her face and be like, "That was great, Katie." Thanks. You know? And then she'll ask for specific feedback, and you'll be like,
It
well,
tasted like dirt.
You'll be like, "Well, I really like this," and then she'd be like, "Oh, you did?" You know, I feel like she would do that. I just don't like her. I'm sorry.
She has a weird energy around her that I just can't trust.
The thing that people are saying about Beyonce, which thank you Beyonce, they're actually about Katy Perry in my opinion.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I'm sorry guys, I hate her.
No, that's okay. Least favorite, I don't care for Thanksgiving like at all. Like one time my family got like what's it called, Panda Express on Christmas Thanksgiving. I don't like any Thanksgiving food. We just do our own thing.
Well, I don't know. I don't know. Like I don't know about Thanksgiving like that. We got like let's see. Kim Petras bring. Wait a minute.
Kim Petras is bringing a cream pie.
Whatever. She's not invited to my Thanksgiving. Point.
My coconut.
Whatever. Anyways, that's all we got.
Come to our Thanksgiving, guys. It's gonna be a great time.
It'll be a good time. Katy Perry won't be there.
Kim Petras will be there with the pie.
The coconut cream pie.
We got it, guys. Goodbye forever.
All right. I guess this is our panel. Goodbye, guys. Bye.
This man. Girl, you still on?
Follow Aria.
Oh yeah.
Well, we're Friday. Oh, I meant about 9:55 p.m. We're out of time.
But have no fear, gentle viewers. We'll return next week. Same Austin time, same underground channel. Not to mention, stick around because in hours we'll be back for karaoke.
And in the meantime, you can check out our write-ups and interviews on our very special website at austinunderground.org and all our social media pages at austinunderground.nothing.
And we have a special guest to join us in wishing you all a good week. It's our member of the week. We couldn't do it without you.
Our member of the week is KVRX, sorry, TSTV, and donate at the QR code. Thank you.
Okay, until we see you next time. Hello?
Our member of the week is Callie.
Callie, come up.
Well, I don't know what to say. Okay,
All right, round of applause for Callie. Until we see you next, goodbye.
Bye.